Oil is oiling from where it shouldn't be oiling from.
Nice, dude.
Never too much limiter. You actually recorded me saying that. What is wrong with you?
Hey, I don't know what you're gonna say.
What? You don't know?
Almost time for the 2024 drift season to get started. We have the C6 Corvette behind us, and we're gonna start refreshing this girl to get her ready for competition time. Now, I'm really excited because today we're going to be upgrading my action clutch to another action clutch, but this one is actually not released yet, and they've been secretly developing this with Jeff Jones in Formula Drift for the past 2 years now. So this is their brand new 10-inch twin disc action clutch setup. I'm really excited that I get to test this out on the Corvette. Now it's going to handle literally anything that we can throw at it. Maybe I'll do some power adders this year. I don't know, but this one is gonna handle up to 1,200 foot-pounds of torque, and my previous action clutch was rated at around 800 foot-pounds of torque, which was still great for the 440 Texas Speed LS that is in the Corvette. But you know, we might be stepping some things up this year, so we're gonna be prepared with this beauty right here. Now, with it also having so much more surface area, this is going to feel amazing. This does come with the same billet ventilated cover that their other ones do. This one is extra shiny and beautiful, as you can tell, so of course I'm gonna drive better knowing how beautiful my clutch is. Of course. And this one also has a lightweight chromoly flywheel as well. It's already pre-assembled for the most part. We just need to put the flywheel on the car and then yeet on the rest of the clutch assembly. Like that, just poof, done. All right, let's get it.
What's happening, Collete?
Oil is oiling from where it shouldn't be oiling from.
Stop.
This day was not supposed to go like this. We don't know what's happening, we're about to find out.
Donnie says it's normal. He
Donnie,
says there's just a lot of oil in the engine. Nice, dude.
They're just extra drain bolts.
It just means your motor has oil in it. It's crazy. Hey Davis, just know I try to guess what I am doing every time I work for you before I work for you.
Wait, what?
Too much limiter.
That's what it says.
Whatever. Never too much limiter.
Donnie wrote some notes last time. Good.
Coming around the bank.
It says Collete hit too much limiter. So I did run over to Drift HQ and I grabbed some new ARP flywheel hardware because these guys have already been through a season and a half of, you know, wear and tear. So it's always good to have some freshies going on the car. All right, baby, it's shaft time. You actually recorded me saying that. What is wrong with you?
Really?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I don't know what you're gonna say.
All right, it is time. This is the fun part.
Fun part?
This is the fun part. So yes, this is an extra input shaft for my transmission that comes in handy a lot when you're doing things like this. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at this beauty right here. I need to work out more.
Good.
I think I need to lower the lift. Yeah, this is great for me. Only if I'm working in the tunnel, this is perfect. Any other time it'd be a little rough.
Nice.
Yeah.
Action clutch, ASMR, final assembly. Here we go.
Ooh.
That was good. That was a good one. This is the last bolt to the flywheel. The front cover is
They only hear you whispering because you're not moving the mic.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll do it. That was really good.
So air gap, we're gonna talk about air gap. Very, very, very important. And if you don't trust yourself, then you find someone else to look at it. And then if they also wanna have another check, you bring someone else in as well.
Nah, I just know we gotta change the slave cylinder.
This is a big difference from the last clutch. Really, the size is a big difference, both in diameter and thickness for it. And before, I had to change the throwout bearing from this McLeod one to Howie racing one. I guess this one's still in the car because this one needed to be a lot taller. And this one maxed out, which it is pretty cool. It has an adjustable insert in it. So instead of using shims, you just spin this out. But that maxed out was not tall enough. So then we got this. And now this one that I have a spare of and we're ready to go for the season doesn't work with our new clutch. So we're probably gonna have to go back to the small one. But we are doing all the maths.
So the way I do it is I draw a diagram because every time I try to think about it in my brain, I always end up going backwards for some reason. So I'll have like, we want a 3/8 air gap with this recommended from the clutch and the slave cylinder manufacturer. And I'll usually end up with 3/8 interference instead of 3/8 gap unless I draw this diagram. I don't know why my brain only works this way. First thing we're gonna do is measure from the face of our bell housing to the fingers of our pressure plate. Real accurate tape measure, 3 1/8. So 3.125. So this is the distance between here. So this height here needs to be that minus 0.375. Yep.
2.75.
Quick math. So is our target. From the face of this right here, where our flush mount will be mounting to face for our trans, we need the height of this to be at 2.75. So we need to go back a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch.
And we can't. And before, just for reference, previously, that was the shims.
Yeah, and we learned
And then we
lessons
had
the hard
this.
way on how the shims work.
And this was correct, and now, even taking all of them out, it is still too tall.
Right on the money, Donnie. Look at you.
All right, well, we got our air gap. And thanks for the tutorial 101. Remember to become an artist as well when you're doing this.
Oh, Brand, you're in the line of fire.
I was right in the line of fire. You have been granted one throw-up bearing.
If anyone needs a throw-up bearing for sale,
Or 2 of them.
Used and a new one with extra shim pack.
Where's the trans jack located? If you can get me the trans jack in under an hour, I would be surprised.
What did you do with it?
Storage.
Oh, it's in the bathtub, the storage container that everything I almost own is in, and it's in the very back. Got it. You know what? Screw that one anyway. Fast forward to the clip of me dropping the dip and almost breaking my foot. Oh God! Well, I think we need to go find another one. Look at Donnie's plan. I'm over here like, all right, let's put the transmission in. It is here on a stationary table, and it's supposed to go way up there.
What? You don't know what my master plan is?
This is just, yeah.
My master plan was to pick the trans up and slide it in the hole because you know it's supposed to be a smooth install.
This is ridiculous.
You gotta be nice.
You gotta
be nice.
Yep, gotta make sure she's all lubed up, ready to go.
Oh, would have been way susser if I did it the other way.
What?
Davis, where are the chickens at?
The chickens are huge. It's like the whole thing if I want to bring them
I
in.
know, how do you fit 10 chickens in the truck?
I have a huge dog crate.
Actually,
That's
if you just keep the tonneau cover closed, you just put them all in the tailgate, shut the tailgate.
That's so messed up. They're like just flying
They
around.
don't see anything. They're just...
There will be a chicken update very, very soon. I just want to let you guys know know that our brand new JZX100 House of Pre drop just went live on the website. We are repopping one of my favorite designs, but this time on a vintagey style shirt with a little more washed out color. Really liked how this turned out. This one is my Ebisu tee that has the coordinates of Ebisu, and then this says thanks for the memories, and we also have it on the back. And then we are finally releasing this design online. This is the hoodie that sold out at LZ World Tour Australia. We finally got them back in stock, and we did a hoodie version and a zip up version for, you know, whatever mood you're in. We also have a bunch of rotary keychains, our usual prints, and some of our other designs online as well. Go check it out. Alright, car is back together and we're about to do our very first laps on our brand new 10-inch twin action clutch. I'm pretty stoked. I've heard a lot about this from Jeff, and now we're gonna test it out ourselves. Also, up on the lift, you guys might have noticed a different angle kit on the car, so I'm also going to be testing Wisefab out for the very first time. I've really only ever driven the Corvette on FEF, so I have no idea what other Corvette angle kits feel like, so I'm excited to test it out, compare some differences, and see how it feels. All right, we're locked and loaded, and of course, I street drove 100 miles per action clutch break-in policy. Don't forget to do that at home, folks. All right, let's go. Still wants to die all the time, so that's a little annoying. We had that issue a ton this throughout last season, and it wasn't there the season before, so we're gonna eventually need to work on the tune. My first 2 laps in Wisefab, it feels really good and intuitive, but everything is happening so much faster, which I think I really like that. So like right when I'm turning in, end up just being at angle and then pulling to the inside way sooner. But I know that that's happening earlier, and I know how to adjust from that every lap. So it does feel like it's quite a big difference in terms of the way it feels driving, but I think I like it. Like, to me, it just feels like I can feel the front end of the car a lot more, if that makes sense. Donnie, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? What would you say? It says, do you know the caster difference?
I think you're probably like 1.5 to 2 degrees different of caster.
More caster?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So maybe that's what I'm feeling when it's turning in. Another thing, Donnie just mentioned it too, that Wisefab can seem a little twitchier, but it's just because a smaller input does a lot more input on angle to the front of the car. So I have struggled, and I still do struggle with working the wheel way too much, like just not necessary too much. So Wisefab is actually going to make that even more dramatic and more noticeable. So that's something I definitely need to focus on, and I need to work on that anyway. But now a little bit goes a long way. The action clutch feels amazing. I mean, it's really smooth everywhere. The clutch should be fantastic because I don't have any plans to do power adders, at least not really soon. And the new 10-inch twin is capable of holding up to like 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. And I think right now, what are we at, Donnie? Like,
yeah, like 550.
yeah, We're well below the max amount. So yeah, I'm really excited to get more laps and we'll see how she feels. We only have time to do a few laps here at the compound. The sun's setting real fast, but this is just the beginning of our 2024 season prep. There's a lot of other things that I want to do to the Corvette to get it freshened up. A lot of aesthetic needs, maybe add on all the carbon fiber that has been destroyed last season, but I'm so excited to get back behind the wheel of this car. And it's really cool that it's the same car, but it feels new to me with the Angle kit change, and I'm really excited to see what we can do this year in Pro-Am. I will have my schedule coming out maybe in a couple weeks where I will be driving this thing, but of course stoked to just get this neon fade Corvette back out there on track. We'll be competing very soon.